Hey there, Ginger Bratzel here from New Patient Attraction Automation, and I want to welcome you wherever you are coming in from in the world and tuning in from your phone, your device, whatever, or Facebook, whatever meeting we're catching you on. I appreciate you learning stuff about your practice and opportunities. And so the stuff we're going to talk about today is it's something that came in this week. So someone said when I said describe your office and how somebody, an outsider, a prospective patient, someone in the community, how would they describe you? And the first words out of his mouth is, "We're too expensive." That's what I think everyone believes. And when it comes to expense, that's a relative term. I might think a 2 cent something is too expensive, but $2 million is not too expensive. It's a value ratio on doing it. And so it's not a set term. I was watching a CBS morning report on medical cost, and they were going through the code for I think it was MRI and ultrasound, and they were going from hospital, hospital, hospital. If you're in the healthcare industry, you've seen this before, we're very aware of it. And they were comparing, they thought, apples to apples to apples. And they had a representative from the American Hospital Association interviewing them, and said, why can cost vary so much? And she really just kind of dropped the ball on it. She didn't even take it through. So when they're comparing it, it was very different facilities. It was a top-rated hospital was one of them they compared. One of them was a medium market kind of neighborhood type hospital. And one, the first one was nationally recognized. This one was local. And the other one was just a little clinic in a strip mall. And it was very apparent, if you're looking at it, there is different value to it. But when you're comparing codes, that's what they were going after. And she says, well, they set cost based on some formula, which doesn't give anyone any perspective. And so when you want to make that discussion go away about cost and building value, you have to build it yourself. If you're presenting a treatment plan and it shows the same code as everybody else does, then you're going to be compared apples to apples. You've not distinguished yourself. So I had one client had a complaint on Google by somebody who did not accept treatment. And this doctor is really good on case acceptance. He's probably higher than the national average. He's really good on it. But this one particular patient not only did not accept treatment, she went to Google to say how expensive he was, and she went somewhere else. Now, they knew they had someone different presenting treatment, so they boggled that one. But this doctor really handled it well, and this is how he handles it with patients. If they come from somewhere else and say, I want to shop around, he said, I totally understand what's important and making those choices for yourself. But, when you go to somewhere else to get a crown, are you really getting the same thing? Are they giving the same level of care? Are they using the same quality of ingredients and materials? Are they using the same quality lab? Because we won't cut corners for a code. And then lastly, he's like, and do they guarantee their work? Because we give you a 5-year guarantee on all crowns, implants, and dentures. That's built into our pricing because it's not just a crown. It is your mouth. And that's how he talks about it. That's very important verbiage. It's very important to making it happen. So when you're too expensive, what are you doing to establish that experience? What are you doing to set yourself apart? Even if you're the lowest person in town, you will be too expensive to somebody. So don't compete on price alone. You need to know where you stand in your marketplace, and you need to know what your deliverables are and what you're doing. And saying, I just do great dentistry is not enough because they believe everyone's doing great dentistry. You're not differentiating yourself at all in that spectrum. So make sure you're putting it out there and building it. It's what you don't say that says if you're expensive or not what you do say. So watch your presentations, how you're distinguishing that. We're going to talk about pricing models. I think I will share it in another quick learning tip, another video for a future. So we'll talk about pricing models, and no matter where you are in that spectrum, you get to choose, but you just do it well. And it's okay to be anywhere in there. You don't have to be the top. You don't have to be the bottom. You have to do what's right for you and how you feel about running your business. So if you're too expensive, go back and evaluate, or you're getting too expensive, what are you doing to really behind the scenes without saying how it's worth it and building that value in for the patient and your prospects. Hey, this is Ginger Bratzel. Until next time, I'm signing off. Bye-bye.